Alright, back at it again on Rancho Del Arroyo, and I think somebody maybe saw it in the description. Someone was asking anyway if we're only going to be hunting rabbits today, and I guess to some degree we are going to be focusing on them because we don't have a diamond one yet, but in general we're just going to run around. I mean, I still really want a rare male pheasant off this map. A rare javelino would be really cool, and obviously there's just a lot that we haven't seen yet, so the goal for the moment is going to be to run kind of up in this area. We unlocked this, it was on that video where we just kind of spent some time unlocking the map, but we didn't get to do a whole lot of hunting here, so hopefully it can be good for us. I want to get past this little bit of brush and take a screenshot of that because that's really cool. What's up, Rebecca? What's up?
Hi. Whoopsies.
Chair strokes.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll have a better setup for multiple chairs. Anybody that maybe missed yesterday's Twitch stream, Kyla's here.
Hi.
Surprise visit. Sort of.
Sort of.
I wasn't surprised. I knew about it.
Last minute visit.
That's better. What's up, Zannies? Try to get a piebald rabbit? I mean, the mottled fur type's kind of like a piebald, I guess. I would love an albino one. I've seen both albino and melanistic posted. The albino jackrabbits actually look really cool. Actually, there might be bobcats to drink here. Might as well check those areas. Fishing, hunting, and kayaking, thank you for the super chat. How you doing today? Enjoying the map so far? I'm doing good, man. Live my best life here.
Best life.
Best life. But yeah, I really like the map. It's a fun map. The one thing, I think whitetail are maybe a little overpopulated here, but it sort of makes sense because people have been asking for another whitetail map for so long. I can see there being quite a lot of pushback if they were to add another whitetail map and there's like 12 whitetail on the entire thing, so they may have overcompensated. But other than that, like the views on everything, especially when you get the sunsets and sunrises, like this stuff right here, that kind of redder color, it's so nice here. Got my diamond lion, albino ibex, and diamond ibex. Sounds like you had a pretty eventful day. Not too bad. How was the flight?
It was good.
Yeah?
Not as bad of turbulence as last time.
Last time sounded rough. Tons of whitetail, but I love it. Yeah, I mean, certainly can't complain about that. I know there's been a ton of great ones shot, and I'm sure the amount of whitetail contributes to such things. Hope you get a melanistic whitetail. I gotta tell you, I hope I don't. I hope I don't until they change the thing. So, goodness gracious.
Wow.
Cactuses. There's a glitch right now where a couple of the rare whitetail we have in the lodge are displaying as common. So like we had the diamond albino, the diamond piebald, they are showing as just normal common diamonds, and EW has said that's going to be fixed, but I'm pretty sure whitetail, coyote, bighorn, or I can never remember all four. Whitetail, mule deer. Any of those that you kill on Rancho Del Arroyo might change with that update that's fixing the old fur type glitch. So I'm afraid of killing a melanistic whitetail that then becomes a common and is not getting fixed. So I sort of want to wait for such things. Just got a leucistic and diamond peccary? Nice. Is that the same animal or two different ones? Because I know one person got a diamond leucistic javelina. I would really love to get that, but just a gold rare one. Albino or leucistic. I don't know if there are other rares. That's the only two I've seen posted. But I would, especially if it was a gold rare, I would gladly take one of the diamonds we have out of the multi-mount for a rare one. They're cool. Oh yeah, the survey. We talked about that on stream a little bit. Definitely I would recommend taking that, and it was, what, 5 minutes? It was super quick, and they just ask about, like, Truax and also non-antlered or horned species, and one of the things was, is there any, like, missing species on a map that, it was like a open-ended question, but anybody that is in agreement that coos deer should be on Mexico, you could kind of fill that in right there. I think that's a huge opportunity to have the community's voice heard as far as having coos deer here. I did see Scarecrow's great one, by the way. We got there like, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after it happened? So I had to go back and find the reaction. It was 12 out of 12 when it stepped out. Gotta do it, bottom boy. It's for the good of the game. I think it was nice as well they asked about Truax, because I think I said blacktail, Roosevelt elk, and I forget my other one. They gave you an option to basically, like, kind of, I don't know, say what you think is wrong with 3 different antler species, and also with 3 different non-antler species. Kyla has the survey link there. Anybody that's not taking that, I would seriously recommend it. Like I said, I think it's a huge opportunity to make your voice heard as a member of the Call of the Wild community. I didn't see anything for adding a new species. They asked about like adding existing species onto a reserve, and then I think after that there was like, is there any species that you could add to an existing reserve that weren't listed or something? That was where I filled in the Coos Deer one. Got some peccary tracks somewhere up here. Oh, what we need to do, by the way. So Kyla ran around here and shot quite a number of whitetail, and there's a max weight coyote track that we are not able to actually spot, but I do know where he rests. So after 7:30, I think we got to go down there and figure out what that guy is. What is the kudu thing? Didn't hear the name. The kudu thing? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what you're asking, though. That's not it.
What?
Not the one they called. Where's he hiding? Wow. It's also a brown fur type, so even if it was big, that would be one like what we have. I would love a blue diamond one. Oh, I see it in there. Small. Not worried about it. Wolves for Medved and pheasants for Hirsch. I know I put pheasants on Hirsch. I don't think I put wolves to Medved. I think I said red fox to Leighton, because I think they could fit. Even though Leighton's kind of full, I'd still love it. And some other... It was something to SRP. Do you remember?
What?
What I said for the third one. I can't remember. Something out of the Silver Ridge Peaks, though. I thought that was a bobcat behind a rock. That's a bobcat behind a bobcat. Interesting. Well, now it's a dead bobcat. Anyway, what if whitetail ran with their tails up? They probably should. I don't know if there's maybe like animation issues with that or if it could cause problems, but for one, it would make them a little more visible when they flee. And of course, it's such like a distinguishing characteristic of that species. It would be just one of those finer details that makes a big difference for a game like this. Pheasants to SRP? They probably could fit. I know that's not what I said, though. It wasn't whitetail, even though a lot of people wanted that. I thought it was a good idea as well, and I just simply don't remember what it was. What are you doing? Doing great, whatever it is. Probably like the second female bobcat I've shot on this map. I usually just kind of ignore them, but figured with the opportunity we'd take that. What's up, Grady? Anything good today? Nothing special just yet. I think the 2 bobcats we just shot there were the first and second kills, in fact. We're sort of just trying to make sure we get to areas that we haven't been that much just yet. Another female one. So I want to probably run down this road and then across somewhere over into this area, and then we'll kind of consider fast traveling or something. I think for whitetail, the small racks need to not go horizontal. If I'm thinking of the same one you're referring to, I 100% agree. There's some weird, just like straight out main beams on like level 1 whitetail that don't make any sense. The thing is, for me at least, when it comes to the smaller Truax species, like, they could definitely be better, but I would prefer that EW spends their time really perfecting, like, the bigger racks, because I think the majority of the community mostly is taxidermizing those. Now, if you get a rare one, you still want it to look good, so they should still put time into it, but I'm not as worried about such things. I appreciate you, Tux. Hope you're having a good day out there. Do track animals have a max score? There's technically a score that they're never going to go over, but there's no true max as well. Like, it's not like a 1,000 scoring animal in the past where, like, multiple people are really going to get the same thing. So, like, let's say for whitetail, for instance, now. So the old max was somewhere above 300, but now you're really not going to see any whitetail scoring above like 278, 280, somewhere in there. You have like a base rack shape for all the diamonds. The big rack diamond whitetail, I think the base shape is probably like 268 or something like that. You can get above 270 with extra width or, you know, some kind of little thing that adds to the score. But at some point, there's no more additional scoring to be gained, even by, like, you know, having longer time length or whatever. Because there's going to be a max time length and a max width. We just don't know exactly what those are. Have you seen a blue bobcat? I seen one, but I missed it. I actually don't know for sure that I've seen one in the live game. We killed one in the beta, because we put that multi-mount together. I don't remember. Probably. I think I might have shot like a level 5 or 6 one. I really don't know. Somewhere out here as well was a max weight javelina, but it was a common again, so I'm not too worried about that particular one. Did you see a scarecrow go out the gate run? I did. Was the rack I wanted as well, so I'm kind of jealous of that one. Can you do a video showing what guns are used for certain animals? I could, but it's a pretty easy system to understand. I can hear these collared peccary running, so let me see if I can spot one real quick. Just because, well, I mean, the track does the same thing. So you see on these tracks at the top right, there is a tiny number 4 there. And then when we spot one, you see that number 4 again on the spotting, and that tells you what weapon classes can be used. So then, I just want to make sure there's nothing big in here real quick. I don't see anything special. If we go into the ammo, not the gun, because, for instance, shotguns have 3 different types of ammo. On our 223 here, we have recommended classes 2 to 4, so that's going to be fine. 243, 2 to 6, that's going to be fine. As long as the number of the animal is within that range, you're all set. So, like, normally, I'd say most people use a weapon that has the animal's class at the low end. So, like, I would use probably the M1, which fires 30-06 ammunition. Is classes 4 to 8, so it's still in there. You know, these collared peccary are class 4, but it's going to be mostly the most powerful kind of class of weapons you could use on them. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. I'm going to mention that Call the Wild survey again, by the way, since Kyla has it in chat. If you've not taken that, it's literally like 5 minutes. It's a really good opportunity, I think, to make your voice heard. They, more so than other surveys, they really allowed you to add in your own input. It's not just multiple choice kind of stuff. So I think it's good. Do you cheat? I don't know if you're asking me specifically, but no. Whatever I have, 4,395 hours, I just simply couldn't put in that many hours and cheat. It would get boring pretty quickly. Ooh, what did everyone pick to be the next great one? I'm curious. I know I put Mule Deer for that one myself. I wonder what other people were thinking for that. I do think a great one Predator would be a really cool concept. Grinding for that would be a royal pain, but that might be a good thing. Make it a little more of a exclusive kind of thing. Corey, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I appreciate you, man. Just wanted to send you some good luck. I can't play since my laptop keyboard is broken at the moment, but I hope we'll see something big today. Happy hunting. Well, thank you, man. Hopefully you can get your keyboard fixed or get a new one in sooner rather than later. I do take it since you're saying about the laptop here on PC, so I hope you got some amount of opportunity to play Rancho Del Arroyo before that happened. It is a nice map. I like it a lot. You know what I've not heard this entire time? Not a single rabbit warning call. So maybe we're not in the best area. Hi. Any males? Yep. It works. Okay. They do a lot of damage, by the way. I don't know if it's intended, but they are vicious little creatures in real life, so I kind of like that. I chose moose. I think, despite the fact that the moose do get really big, there actually is room for them to make them bigger to work for a great one, so I like that idea. Where should we go here? Where was your max weight bobcat track? Was it up here?
I think.
Okay. This side?
No, just click this sleep.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those.
Okay.
Or it's the other leg, I don't know.
We'll give this area a look. I know there's some rabbits up there. how long did you grind in the beginning to get diamonds? In the beginning, it was a kind of different thing. We didn't really understand respawns back then. So, to give a little anecdote, or anecdote, I think is the word, for kind of how we used to think respawns worked. There was a albino level 7 red deer on someone's map, and it was in multiplayer, and essentially, they accidentally did the thing that allows you to kind of clone animals now. So, we thought, because they did that and went back and shot it themselves, we thought that you never actually got respawns, and whatever was on your map was on your map, and then, like, you had to go into multiplayer to get other stuff. But it turns out they just did the thing where, like, they left the game, somebody else shot it, and then they went back and shot it in single player later. So, there was no real grinding back in the day, at least for some period of time, because, like I said, we didn't think there was anything to be gained from that. Oh, hello. That's probably that common.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if he'll stop out there, we'll try to get him. 133 to 164. He's nervous. Turn broadside, buddy. That's not very broadside. I think he's close enough that, actually, we want to fire into the air and not at him. Yep. Cool. Deed. Hopefully that's not a common, but I'm pretty sure it is. In the beginning, we shot Diamond Blacktail with a 270 and 7mm in the guts, and wondered why they all scored terribly. Yeah, I did the same thing with a moose. I shot it, almost accidentally hit its neck, by the way. I think the wind took the arrow. I maybe just aimed poorly, but I hit it in front of the lungs, and I think just underneath the neck bone, and then shot it 2 more times with the bow as well. It scored like 600 something, but I had no idea. The trophy rating said 200. It was like the biggest moose I had ever seen, so in my opinion I did good, but messed up all kinds of stuff. Our great one, Rocky Mountain elk. See, they could add some mass and stuff to them, and they'd be good. That looks like a common again to me. It is a diamond though. 148. Nice. I think it's interesting. I struggled quite a lot, and actually so did all the above, to get a diamond javelina in the early access period. I've just had 2 in single player and haven't grinded them yet. They just keep showing up. Maybe it's because of things like a little bit earlier, where they were just like running at us and we killed 3 or 4 of them, but certainly a welcome little surprise. We might throw that in the trophy lodge. I tried putting them on the wall and I don't care for it that much. I'll show you guys by the end regardless. How high is the difficulty for the pigs? I assume you're talking about the peccary, and it is level 5. Probably worth noting they're technically not pigs, just because if I don't say that, someone else will. Got trolled by a 5 medium southeastern ibex? Recently? Actually, the odd thing about them is, it seems like more 4s make diamond than 5s. But, for quite some time, it was impossible to get a diamond southeastern ibex release, so I'm curious if it was maybe during that time. It's been probably a year since they've been fixed, though. Been trolled thrice? By the southeasterns or by the javelina? I've almost 400 gold harvest and only 4 diamonds. What am I doing wrong? I don't think you're doing anything wrong. Here, let me show you the layout here of mine. 10,000 golds, the 1,000 diamonds isn't even correct. It's actually 754. There was a period where the codex was messed up. So, yeah, it's almost exactly the same, right? Like a 10 to 1 kind of ratio. Just diamonds are rare. Bloblets only, yes. I will get used to it. I like it. Been trolled thrice by the javelina. Yeah, the thing about them is they're similar to wild boar and feral pigs. I've been very lucky with all those species, but they are very common trolls, and I think the reason is, for some reason, there's a lot of variability in their scores, despite the fact that they don't have that high of a max trophy rating. That one was kind of close-ish. I think it was 148 were diamonds, 144.2. Have you seen when your score is well above the gold but you only get a silver? Yeah, so there are 4 harvest checks that you need to pass. in order to get the max metal. And if you fail at any of those harvest checks, it doesn't matter how many, your metal is going to go down by 1. So, for instance, I'd like to just shoot an animal here so I can show you, because it's a lot easier to go over the harvest checks after shooting the animal than just without having them on screen. I can't remember if I ever did the video. I wanted to do one where I explained the harvest checks kind of in depth, but it's difficult as well because they're not exactly the same for every species. So with one of the harvest checks is called trophy organs intact, I believe, and for most animals that means don't shoot them in the skull. But there's a couple of species where the trophy organ is either none or where it's not the skull that it doesn't necessarily matter if you do that. So a pretty good kind of rule of thumb is don't shoot the animal in the head. But that's not exclusive to everything. Like rabbits, ducks, geese, all those can be shot in the head just fine. So I don't want to make that like a blanket statement. At some point here, if I can get eyes on some sort of animal, surely there's a bobcat around, we can try to shoot that and I'll show you all the harvest checks. Could you answer my question? I could not hear. If so, what gun? What gun am I using? If that was the question, the javelina I shot with the M1. I decided to grab that again today. I was using the 303 a decent amount on this map, but when you have those herds of javelina, you have the herds of whitetail, bobcat I guess don't matter too much, mule deer another one. It is nice to have the faster firing weapon. Missed a diamond bloblet. Just a small common. Yet again somehow. I wonder, where did we shoot that? Yeah, so we must drink at this lake. One that I hadn't really checked. Where is that bobcat? That's not the bobcat, but it's a bobcat, which seems a little confused. I don't even know if the brush ate that shot. We definitely didn't hit it. The thing was, I never saw it go out of there. Not sure. Welcome back, Zannies. I will say, despite the fact that I am not affiliated with EW in any way there, minus the fact that I want their game to do well because I enjoy it, I appreciate you doing the survey as a way of making your voice heard for stuff. All the ewes. Okay, there's a red female, a tan, probably male. No, it's a female. And a red male. Okay. Hi, where were you? Not sure if it just ran out from behind us or if it was just chilling in the brush. Hello. Okay, so actually the nice thing is I will have failed a harvest check there, and it will kind of get to show you what I was talking about with what failing one essentially does. I bet that coyote that just barked is the one, by the way. We're in that same area. But it's not where I want to go look. I'm going to just try to shoot this again. I think it's very confused. And also when they're injured, they run unbelievably slowly. Might have hit. No, it's not vital, so we're good. Alright. So, harvest checks. Took a little while to get to this point. But we have 4 different ones here. And you can see this one doesn't have a check mark through it. So we failed that one. But you have the proper ammo, which you have the class when you spot them or pick up a track. So that one's pretty easy to follow. And then if you're in your inventory, you can see what class the ammo is. Then you have shot 2 times or less. That one's very straightforward. You have the intact trophy organs, which for bobcat is the skull, so don't hit the skull and you're good. And last one is vital organ hits. So we wanted to hit lungs, liver, neck bone, technically brain, but that's most likely going to destroy the skull, or heart. Now, I think it's a bug. There is, for some reason, a way to hit the brain and not hit the skull. It's incredibly inconsistent, and I would not recommend trying to go for that. Is the new map fun? I've not played it. It's a lot of fun. I quite like it. I don't like to try to rank a new map in my, say, top 3, top 5, whatever, until like a month or 2 out, because there's going to be just natural hype and like a natural sense of something new that makes it maybe more enjoyable than it would otherwise be. But as of now, it's easily in my top 3. Which great one would you like to see next? I think mule deer. For one, you could grind great one, mule deer, and whitetail on the same map. But in general, I just think you could do a lot of cool things with a great one mule deer rack. Have you shot a diamond mule deer? Not on the new map, and they actually, it seems like they've like half fixed the backwards rack. It seems like there's 2 different ones. But I've shot on the new system 5 or 6 diamond mule deer that aren't backwards. Voted for a great one lion. I was saying earlier that I think a great one predator would be pretty neat, and all it would have to be is maybe a bigger model. Obviously the heavier weight would kind of contribute to that, and then a unique fur type that only the great one of that species can have. And then I think you're all set. Add some like scars or something on that that fur type and you're all good. There's no good games anymore? What do you mean? Where is this pheasant? I like that they do it. They'll run to brush to hide in. So it's cool that they can actually detect brush and go hide in it. So kind of if you don't know where they are, a decent strategy is just run from bush to bush until you either pick up a track or flush it. There's one flying over there. Where are you? That's bobcat or something. It sounded like he was in here. The fact that one flush makes me wonder. And by the way, once they go defensive, whistling does not make them flush. I wish it did. I don't know if it's intended, but they sort of just hide at that point. First time I saw a live stream, well, I'm glad you can make it, man. Hope you enjoy. This is a very small male. Small common male, in fact. Ooh. It's a bigger one. Where are they at, though? Probably they trotted out of here. Or ran out of here. Kind of defensive. We'll make it happen eventually. If they put another great one, they shouldn't show it. Let the community find it naturally. They actually, I believe, said they were going to do that. The issue is you have such a, unfortunately, large community of, like, modders and hackers and stuff. It's just going to get leaked right away by people that spawn that stuff in. I don't know what's better. Do you let that happen? Maybe it, maybe it's several weeks or something. Or is it better for them to announce it? I don't know. Maybe there's a way to make it so that they can't find that information out. Figures I put the gun away right when they flush. Got them both. Found a diamond mallard but only had the bow. Speaking of that, I need to carry the bow. I want to get a diamond antelope jackrabbit with the bow. Oh, you're not doing too good, are you? Poor thing. I can't even shoot on the ground and put it out of its misery.
Jeez.
Why can't I... Excuse me. Did you see that? It said I could confirm it before it died?
That was sad.
I know, I couldn't... It would have said it was grounded. It would have taken my score away. Poor pheasant. What was I getting at? Murderer. None of the other ones, just that one? I see.
That was tragic.
Ah. Would you have shot it on the ground? No?
Maybe.
Butt stock him. I could have... Did you ever see that video of the guy that... I think he did the same thing, but he was like hunting pheasants with the flu arrows or whatever. And he threw his bow, like running after this pheasant.
Oh yeah, threw it at him.
And hit it. He got it. Another rooster. I like this. A lot of times I hunt this area later in the day for them. Seems early morning is the way to go. Who am I talking to? My girlfriend Kyla's here.
What's up?
Short little quick visit. 'Twas nice to spend a holiday together for once, though, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna let you... Oh, wring its neck. Put a new animation for that. Stoop down, pick it up. I think this is that tiny one that I had tracks of before. Rabbits, though, I kind of want to lean towards that instead of a... it's so tough. Do I want a diamond rabbit more, or do I want to shoot what I know is a common pheasant, but to hopefully get a respawn of a rare pheasant? Where are you? I saw you. Spot, please. Well, I guess we'll go out to the pheasant now, because that was the one. Not the pheasant. The rabbit. Tall boy can hear you. Just creeping. I see. It's also my birthday today. Well, happy birthday, man. Hope you're having a good one. Don't know what to do anymore. Drivers on laptop make my game crash. Thought I heard something. And manual driver search fails because my laptop's uncompatible, which means no mounted diamond molting pheasant. Are you telling me you shot a diamond molting pheasant and couldn't mount it? If that's the case, that's kind of tragic. Even though it is an odd sort of plumage type, and it's not one that would be rare, it's just like the time that you shot it technically is how molting works. You know, like in real life, not in the game. It's still cool. I swear I heard a super chat that did not pop up. Oh, there we go. It's in my alerts. Jacob, thank you for the super chat. Got a diamond melanistic whitetail on my grind. Very nice, man. Speaking of melanistic, what's up with that one? That looks dark to me. We shall look into that a little bit. We killed one in multiplayer. I think it might be going defensive right there. Rooster's right there. Hopefully we can get them both. Gibbyster Gaming, am I saying your name right? I hope so. Thank you for the super chat as well. Got my first time the other day. It was a max weight red deer 265. Nice, man. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. I will definitely do my best. That's a good sized red deer. I've never had one quite that big, in fact. Alright, I sort of forget. Rooster was approximately somewhere. Oh, the hen's a gray anyway. I hear it. I'm just blind. Is that the one? I think so. Cactus shot. Get another cactus. I think the hitboxes are bigger than they look because I'm pretty sure a couple pellets should hit that one. He was small anyway, it's fine. Oh, never mind. Hunting pressure from the coyote. I thought we might have got it. Hugo, thank you for the super chat and the sticker, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. So much content to catch up on, I can't imagine. There is all kinds of content happening right now. Tis a good sticker, yes, I agree. Small rabbits. Where are the thick rabbits? I wonder if that's the one that we just missed. It might be. Oh, thank you, Sannies. I love your videos, and I got the game a few weeks ago. What DLC pack should I get? Okay. So, you can play any map even without owning the DLC in multiplayer. So, I'd hold off on maps and just kind of play some of them in multiplayer, see which ones you'd like. I would probably say the Smoke and Barrels weapon pack. That's a pretty good one. Weapon pack 1 as well for the 22. Specifically for, like, turkeys, geese, and ducks. It's really nice. And rabbits, I guess, at longer range. I'm trying to think what else is, like, super important. I'd really say those two web packs. Maybe tents and tripods, but that isn't incredibly important, like, right when you're starting. You got any you're thinking of? Oh, hello.
I don't have tripods, so.
True. So, something that turkeys and pheasants do when they're flying is they stay a certain distance above the ground, and the height of the ground kept changing, so he was like really quickly changing elevation and throwing me off there. Alright, let's loop down here, and then once we get to the lake, we'll go and take a look at that coyote area. The Great One Bunny would definitely be a Great 1000 kg. Just, that one's the only one that has a specific thing. And I gotta come back to this in a moment. I think you should get, like, a tiny sign that the Great One's on your map. Just, like, not a guarantee, but maybe a small chance that it does it. But, you know how rabbits warning thump? You just hear like a clap of thunder level warning thump, and you know you have your great one rabbit running around. But it would be neat if there was like a specific call that maybe you couldn't ID it, but if you're within like I don't know, 600 meters or something of a great one, if you got like a special grunt call or something, I think it'd be neat. Just give you that little hair stand up on the back of your neck kind of feeling. Issues with game crashing when trying to access your lodges. Yeah, I've had it a couple of times. I had it after I placed my... Oh boy, what was it? The javelina, maybe? I think. After I placed that multi-mount, I couldn't get back into my lodge until I went to Hirschfelden and then entered my lodge from there. The odd thing is, since I've now put in the Bobcat multi-mount, it stopped crashing. I can enter my lodge from Rancho Del Arroyo again. I then placed the turkey multi-mount from yesterday's video. I couldn't get back in. Went to Hirschfelden, got back in, placed it, crashed immediately, and I thought I was going to continue to have that issue, but the mount, even though it crashed the second I hit place, it's there. So, and I seem to be able to get back in. Like, I don't know exactly what the issue is. I think it's with the new mounts, but I don't know exactly what's causing it. Little fella's hiding in there. I think there's two different peasants here. Hugo, thank you so much once again for the super chat and the sticker. You are amazing, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Why don't you play with Kendall Gray? A lot of people ask, and the biggest reason is our content is just so different. I can't imagine that working. I just think the difference in our content styles would be too great. One of us would have to be not who we usually are in a video, I think, and that would probably be me. Just saying. Voted for a Great One Cinnamon Teal because I'm an alpha male? What would a Great One Cinnamon Teal be? Some kind of unique coloration? I see you running across there. Well, the nice thing is, we're going to have killed quite a number of rooster pheasants for respawns. Try to get one of those rares. The server that I killed the diamond bobcat on Saturday, I think somebody shot a leucistic male pheasant there. So I've been somewhat close, but I was too busy chasing a bobcat for such things to occur. That one had no chance. Okay, back on the path we were trying to be on. I got a problem. I got all the reload perks, but I reload my weapon much slower than you do. Let me just make sure you have the right ones. So handguns, you want lightning hands up to tier 3. And then I think quick draw might, or sprint, no, not sprint load. There's a cycle one, I think. What's that in? It might be muscle memory. It's mostly the lightning hands, though. If you're not getting the same reload animations, you might need to, I don't want to say reset your skills because that's expensive. Maybe try like activating and reactivating your active skill. Might help you out a little bit. Yet another rooster over there. I like the numbers. I mean, how many have we just killed? If I click on the right thing. Since the stream started, 6 already. Might be able to get a 7th if we can figure out which direction he runs to. That's a hen. Great one on Medved should be a random snow leopard. I think the issue is you can't really hunt those. I wouldn't be incredibly opposed to the idea of like some sort of species that you can only get through, like let's say it's a lynx respawn for a snow leopard, like something similar to that. What about a Kuzli, a great one, for whitetail grinding? Doesn't seem like a terrible idea, although I don't know. Maybe it's better to just have the species in there. Where are you hiding? Any diamonds yet? Actually, yeah, we shot a diamond javelina really early on. They get so confused, it's interesting. Fight. Flying around, turning like that. Taking sharp turns. If we win. I see.
Complicated.
Ah. I just bought Smoke and Barrels pack. Thanks a lot for the info. No worries. Hopefully it helps you out. I really think it will. Especially early on, having weapons such as the M1 and the 10 gauge is really nice. I will say the muzzleloader is pretty good too for kind of closer range, large game stuff. More of a fun weapon than a super useful weapon, but it's still incredibly powerful. Smoked him, it's just a good thing we're carrying lots of shotgun ammo because it took a couple of shots. New to the hunter, any tips? I would say one of the biggest things is to spend time hunting around water. You'll notice a lot throughout the stream we're going to be running around near lakes. The other thing is, for one, when you're starting out, I tend to recommend not worrying too much about like trophy animals and just kind of shooting everything you see. As you level up, you gain skills and perks that are going to make it easier to hunt trophy animals down the line. But if you are hoping to get trophy animals, shooting pretty much every male is one of the ways. So the game basically has like your population of animals, and you get a new animal of a species when you shoot one of that species. So even if you are trying to trophy hunt early on, you're still doing both by just shooting everything you see and trying to level up. It's nice that you can kind of work on both things. I played this with my dad. Imagine that, a 17-year-old playing with your 15-year-old dad. That's awesome, man. I never really had such an opportunity. My dad was very not into video games. I remember I was playing the Hunter Classic. Those of you that know the Hunter Classic will be able to somewhat relate to this a little bit more. So there was a 240 scoring red deer, which I guess to maybe go with Call of the Wild's version, let's say like the size of a mythical red deer. I shot this. I showed my dad, I was all proud, I was ready to be like, wow, that's a big one or something. My dad says, you know that's not real, right? Oh. That was his response, so I think that's cool you get to actually play together. Killed a leucistic bighorns diamond cape. I saw somebody lost an albino bighorns one. Did you post that in Discord anywhere? I would be interested to see that. I wonder if I deleted this whitetail zone. I came here earlier when you were grinding.
I
There weren't any
didn't
here.
find them, so.
Huh. Maybe they moved down to here. That lake will be even more loaded.
Well, I found all those zones.
Have you been back there? Okay. I might check that out after we look for this coyote, but that's actually why I fast traveled up here to go and look. So this rest zone right here is a 24 to 27 kg coyote zone, and there's a whitetail up there. I want to go and see if that's a big one or not. It's not the buck that Warning called. Yeah. Decent one anyway. I thought I might have had an 85 to 100 track running around up here, but I don't remember where I was. Anyway. Yeah, I gotcha, Zannies. I mean, to some degree, I understand. There was a lot of, because I played quite a lot of like things like Madden or like sports games, hunting games, stuff like that. Like generally it was sort of simulation genre, and for the most part, especially like when I was growing up, it wasn't a thing to make money playing video games really. So it was always kind of like, okay, that's not real. Don't forget that. But you know, go figure. Doing it for a living. Is it just me or are we lagging? I think we're okay. Haven't dropped any frames or anything. Different coyote. If you want to do a fishing video, I will love it. I think that's what you're saying there. Doing a fishing video would be tough. You almost need a full-time cameraman for that. Because if you leave the camera in one spot, you either have to like continue to move it over and over, or just fish in the same place. The other thing is, you have to be recording like the entire time. So for hunting, like if a deer steps out, you can press record, and even if you miss like the second it steps out, you still have pretty much everything on film. If you miss the bite when you're fishing, half of the interest of that particular fish is kind of gone for like that footage. In my opinion anyway. I think setting the hook is every bit as important to that video. So I'd really need some kind of you know, cameraman for that one, I think. You can use the chest cam? Yeah, but I don't think that's... For me, I don't think that's as good. I'm too particular with my footage, perhaps. But I'd really want, like, the whole... Like, I guess, me and fishing rod and water in frame, if that makes sense. It's a good plan. We just need more tropical storms and stuff.
Tornadoes.
Yeah. Do you think there should be a great one for each animal? I think that would be good. I think you might start to see a lot more great ones posted. Not sure if that's a bad thing or not. But it gives players that have, you know, thousands of hours and maybe like diamonds of everything, it gives them something to continue to strive for. I am actually kind of worried. Let's say maybe if they have great ones fixed, and it's hard to say if they actually are officially fixed yet, but if the whitetail are fixed, we might start to see new great ones added at a more rapid pace. I think it would actually slowly drive me insane to not be able to have all the great ones. Let's say they had added like, I don't know, 3 in the next update, and it would take so long to maybe get that the next great ones are coming out with the following update. I don't think that specifically is going to happen, but for the sake of my point here, I think because like I want like every diamond in the game in the lodge and stuff, like I'd be trying to get every great one as well, and I might slowly lose my mind. Basically what I'm getting at. Seems likely. Not Blake, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Favorite kill other than the great one? Also say hi, Blake. What's going on, Blake? That really confused me when it was all one word. Got confused. Anyway, the piebald diamond whitetail, because we shot it live on stream. Super rare on stream is just extra special. With this rate, they'll never have a great one of all species. Yeah, I do kind of think that it's likely that the reason we haven't had another great one added in the previous year plus is the issues that the whitetails have with spawning. Because why would they add more great ones if the one that they have doesn't work properly? You might start to see them more often. I just can't imagine... Like, the model's there, right? The animal model itself is there. They maybe need to do some new skins for it. And then for antlered horn animals, they need to do new antler variations, do horn variations. And then, like, the Truac variations of those. But compared to adding a new species, which they do, what, 10 of per year? It can't be nearly as bad. Should let Kyla shoot an animal? Maybe. Okay. It has been nice, actually. I don't know if you want to speak to this at all, but at least you got to play Rancho a little bit. Yeah?
I don't know how I feel about it.
You're mostly chasing whitetail. I don't know. You're not huge on bird species anyway, so you probably won't care for the pheasants.
Or the turkeys. No.
I like the pheasants. I think they're a nice little change of pace. I wish they would flush better. It would be more fun if it was less predictable. Like, pretty much every rooster pheasant we see, it's like, oh, there's a rooster over there. I'm gonna run over there and flush it and kill it. If they did a little more just hiding and not calling, like if they just hid where they were and didn't run away from you, I think you'd have more random flushes where you don't know where they are. How about a crossbreed animal like a whitetail blacktail? I don't know if that can happen, but at least for species that can, that might be an interesting great one. Isn't there a blacktail mule deer hybrid that's known as like a bench leg or something like that? I think they get huge if I'm thinking of the proper thing here. Thoughts on feed barrels? I don't think in Call of the Wild they're necessary, because I think even with zones, it's not too easy, but just on the line of being too easy to just hunt a particular animal. Like, I will say, getting trophies in Call of the Wild is just about the right level of difficulty for, I would say, most kind of like casual to even more serious isn't the right word, but players that put in more hours, I guess. But in Classic, like, I've wanted, say, a 200 whitetail for over 10 years now. I still have not accomplished that. Whereas, you know, I wanted a great one, which is about the rarest whitetail you can get. And I had that in 45 days in Call of the Wild. It's just that difficulty thing where I think in Call of the Wild adding feed barrels just would be too much. Mule deer is a hybrid from whitetail and blacktail. I've heard different things on that. Is that like definite? Because I remember somebody was saying that on stream one time and then some in the stream were saying it is not. What's up, Crazy Pumpkin? Do you know of any rare great ones that have been shot? There's been a lot posted that I think were just hacked in. There was one that somebody got. It was hacked in, it was modded, but it was not him doing it. So somebody had a multiplayer server open, where like every species was a diamond, and he shot an albino great one on that. It still was, you know, illegitimate, but not by any, you know, malicious practice of his own. Tips for fallow hunting? Interesting question. What you got?
I know nothing.
Uh-huh.
At all.
With your 21 diamonds, you don't know nothing?
No.
I see. I think I'm going to do all kinds of mic checks and stuff this time, but we're going to probably do a fallow deer guide this time, which will hopefully be out sooner rather than later.
Maybe.
Basically, Te Awaroa, water on the east side, 8:30. What's their drink time?
It varies. 8:30, 11:30, or 9 to 12.
Okay. 9 to 12, fallow, water on the east side. You'll find plenty. Nicholas, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Advice on hunting pheasants. Roads. That might seem like an odd answer, but if you run, like, this road down here, see less hunting pressure? All rooster pheasants. This road that runs past La Hacienda, there's tons up in there. Down here along this road, tons of pheasants. They like those open areas where they can feed and rest because they don't drink. That's where they spend most of their time. And yeah, if you're running along on those, you'll see quite a number of them. And then as far as flushing them, like, usually I listen for a call or try to spot them and then pay attention to where they go, because they'll go defensive, they'll flee a little bit, and then they stop and kind of hide, which is a realistic behavior. They just don't flush as quickly as they should. But then I just sort of run up to them and flush them, because you can't, when they're defensive, flush them by whistling. What's my favorite DLC? I guess the Smoke and Barrels pack for the M1. I'd say the Weapon Pack 1 DLC, though, that has the 22. It's right up there with the Smoke and Barrels, because for who knows how many diamonds we have with it, but all kinds of rabbits and ducks and geese, we've been able to get the diamonds because of having that 22. Speaking of geese, that's a good buck. I would like to... Come here, what are you? I see the coyote too. I just saw it. Come back! Didn't get to spot any of those things. Okay. I told you. We literally discussed this before the stream. I said that max weight coyote was going to be a 7. Anyway, that buck looked big, so I want to track that. What was I saying before that?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Too much was going on. If it was important, somebody can remind me. Okay. So that's a little bit sad, but to be expected. We were literally saying how sad it is when you have a predator max weight track and it ends up being a level 7. Go figure. It may have been the angle we had, but this almost looked like the mid-size rack level 3 for whitetail, which I really want in the lodge. It's one of my favorite racks, and they couldn't make diamond until they recently changed them. So we'll probably spend a little bit of time trying to find this. We tracked him all the way around that way. What direction did he go? Those are old. All those are old. Okay. I think he's going around the side of the lake. Talking about geese? Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I want to, in case they don't keep them as they are, because people are saying there's geese everywhere right now. In case they end up reducing the population or something, I want to get out there and hunt geese. I've seen so many diamonds and so many rare geese posted just from PC since they fixed them. it really makes me want to get out there and actually chase them. I had literally one additional track, and then we're back on the old ones. Is this right? Yes. Okay. Probably gonna have to push him out of this brush, but we'll make it happen. Ever been to Alaska? Not yet. We'll go. One day. I want to hunt a caribou there. I think of all the possible hunts that I could do in Alaska, caribou's the #1. I just... Also, of all the places that I could maybe hunt caribou, Alaska would be the place I'd like to do it. Just seems too perfect. When you try to fast forward a live stream, unfortunately that doesn't work that well. Extract, please and thanks. I'm going the wrong way. I'm looking at Rocky on the map and not myself. There's disturbed veg there. All I needed to do was correctly spot him, but I got too preoccupied, I guess, with the coyote being there as well. There's a zone, which is nice. That's coming down in. Worst case, we'll just come back, like, along this way. I always do prefer to just track him down when I can, but considering the lack of tracks, unless that's it, I think it is. What's up, Danny? I shot 300 geese in 5 hours? That doesn't even seem, you know, remotely far-fetched. That, what is that, about 1 a minute? I think it's exactly 1 a minute. Seems very doable with the numbers that are apparently there. Hopefully it stays that way. What's uploading to Discord? Something is. I missed what it is. I live in Alaska and I've hunted just about everything here. Well, I'll ask you then. If I had the chance to do one hunt in Alaska, what should I do? Very fresh. At least we're getting out of some of that brush, or we were. This is Rancho Del Arroyo tracking 101. Stop and look around for the glow of the tracks when they disappear. Maybe he's stuck closer to the water's edge. They like to do that. I don't see that. We may come back for their drink time, resetting it if he's going to do this, unless... that might be it. Best time for geese? I always start at 7, just because earlier in the morning it's a little tougher to see. And then it seems like around 11 they stop flying as frequently, so I'll usually reset back to 7. So that's about 1 real hour of hunting, 7 to 11, then resetting back. Alaska moose seems like the way to go. That would be really cool as well. I just feel like you could hunt moose in the lower 48 a lot more easily than maybe caribou. At least to get some of the same views and stuff. Jason, thank you for becoming a channel member, by the way. Appreciate you, man. Welcome. If you're not in the Discord already, make sure you join that. Kyla has the link in chat. Link up your YouTube, get the member role, take advantage of the good stuff that comes along with that, and enjoy the green name and emojis here in chat as well. What's up, Eric? About to get rush on. I need some tips. Let's see. Medved. It's the same as pretty much every other map. Hunt around the what are frozen lakes, but still lakes, and early morning tends to be one of the best times on that map. If you're hunting between 5 and 7 a.m., reindeer, musk deer, brown bear, and even lynx are going to be a little more active. Lynx are feeding that time, so they're not going to be at the lakes, but they might be near them. Kevin, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Love your vids. First time being able to catch you live. Keep it up. Hopefully there's not many diamond fox situations ahead. I hope not. That was rough. But thank you, man. Really appreciate the support. That's why I said add fox to Layton, by the way. Because the areas of Yukon I hunt, for some reason I don't run into that many fox. I just don't hunt Hirschfelden, so it was tough for that to be a random opportunity kill. And therefore required a grind that, you know, I didn't mention it in the video. I was too busy being elated with the fact that I was done. But it kind of sucks that I shot 750 red fox over over 100 hours of time put in, and ultimately that didn't matter. I shot it in multiplayer. At least we killed a couple rares, I guess. And a Troll 9. Is Kyla in voice chat? Yes.
Yes.
Voice chat.
That's Blake's stick.
Oh. 158, nice. That is cool. Best spot on Parque Fernando for anything? It's not the bottom right lake, but it's the one just north of the bottom right lake. I'd say there. Water buffalo, red deer, black buck, axis deer, and mule deer, actually, and pumas all use that spot. And it's not like there's two of them. There's a bunch of all those things. Okay, somewhere right in here we should get to see this whitetail. I'm pretty sure. Depends on what direction he chooses to go through some of this brush, but he ought to be in view. Would he have gone over that hill already? I saw the doe. Maybe he did. No point standing around if he has. She is with you, indeed. Little last minute kind of thing. Thanks, Danny's. Just got in what I miss. We did kill a diamond javelin earlier. Common fur type yet again, despite the fact that there are tons of other common fur types that aren't, you know, specifically called common. That's the third one with the same fur type. Kibbyster Gaming, thanks for becoming a channel member as well, by the way. If you didn't hear that or do it earlier, make sure you join the Discord and link up your YouTube to get the member role. Get all the good stuff that comes along with that. Enjoy the green name and emojis in chat as well. I always love to see the emojis getting used in the chat. Are you playing multiplayer? We're on single player right now. There are a ton of multiplayer servers open on Rancho, which is nice, but the thing is, I've done so much of that, there's quite a lot of my single player that I have not yet gotten to see. You see him in there. Hayden. Hayden, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I really do appreciate that. Love your videos, got into this game because of you. Keep up the great work. Well, I will definitely do my best, and I'm glad you found the game through the channel. I always love to see that stuff. I say often that I just love to see this community like thrive and do well, and like the same goes for the game, obviously, just for it to do well, and I'm glad to get to be a small part in helping it to grow. I see a doe. Dang it. Struggling. So the one that went through here was him, probably. I just couldn't spot him. Again. I'm having issues with whitetail being invisible after they're dead. Are you fast traveling? I'm pretty sure fast traveling after you kill them out of render causes essentially the same render bug that we had. As long as you don't fast travel out of render, you should be fine though. The Brown Yeti, thank you for the super chat. I like your name coupled with the profile picture. It works well. Anyway, are the Rio Grande and Merriam turkey interchangeable in the OG turkey multi-mount like the Puma and the mountain lions? They are not, because there's a multi-mount of the two together. I'm pretty sure they're not. Excuse me. Tracks just disappeared. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not interchangeable, even though they're the same size and everything, and pretty much should be. I'm not aware of such things. Missing tracks now. I guess the rest of the stream is just going to be trailing this whitetail forever. I hope it's a 3 like I thought it was. I really don't know. The game has come a long way since release. Yeah, in almost 4.5 years, we've gone from 2 reserves to 10? 11? How many are there? Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pretty well balanced. Got about 5 on the Eastern Hemisphere and 5 on the Western. Whoa. Handgun upgrade tips. Do you mean getting handgun score to upgrade? We've discussed this. I think hunting like rabbits and stuff with a 22 pistol might be the best way. Because rabbits are often easy to get close to, and maybe geese as well. I've not hunted geese enough with a sightless 22 pistol to know how good that is. It's happening again. I saw it in there, and it gets into the brush, and it's gone. Okay, stand here a minute. They might come out up there. I wouldn't be shocked at all if they turn down and go that way, though. Kind of the impression I'm getting. Alright, sooner rather than later, I hope. Imagine if VW on April the 1st made the heads of animals into the heads of famous YouTubers and streamers. Oh my god, that would be creepy. Please no. Do you mean in the lodge or like when they're walking around? I don't know what's worse. That's not balanced? Why's that? We could use Middle Eastern or a new Africa map. I would actually like both. I don't know a lot about Middle Eastern game animals, but I do know they have some really cool like sheep and ibex, stuff like that. Another Africa map, I think there's a decent chance this fall we're going to get another Africa map. It's purely because it's been like over, not this fall, this winter I guess. It's been over 3 years since we've seen one, or it will be by that time. And it's still one of the more popular maps. I can't imagine why they wouldn't. What direction did they go? Down this way. I knew it. They were so close to being in view, and we keep on seeing the does just fine. What's up, Billy? The antelope jackrabbits are one of the best small game models in the game, in my opinion. If you watch them when they're running around and hopping around and stuff, their ears actually kind of like flop as they're moving. A little bit of like... It's almost like they're their own little entities. Momentum and stuff goes into it. Are we gonna get new colors? There are no new colors with Rancho Del Arroyo. They're not really necessary. Zach, thank you for the super chat. So I got my first diamond yesterday. 332 muley, that's a good size one. On Silver Ridge Peaks even. Nice, dude. Love your content. Keep up the great work. I will definitely do my best. Thank you, man. I like the diamond muley on Silver Ridge Peaks. There's something a little special about getting them in the mountains of Silver Ridge Peaks versus on Parquet. How on earth is he out of view all the time? Strugs. I've never even been up here. It's a nice spot. It's just nothing here. Anyway. Pretty nice touch. Yeah, I like to, when they're just hopping around, I do like to just watch them for a little while and see that stuff. I don't even see other tracks. I just see this one doe. It'd be real sad to officially lose it now. And have to go back, I guess. Maybe that would be better. Let's go check your big lake here for whitetail for a little bit. Since you shot a bunch.
Lake. It's your lake.
Yeah, but you
I don't even have the map yet.
Yeah, but you got all the respawns.
And I got half the zones.
I did nothing.
You didn't even put in the work.
Exactly.
God.
That's what I'm saying. I just sat here and watched.
That's why you invited me over.
So you can grab my whitetail for me?
Yeah.
And fallow. I know a feature that was removed that they still haven't explained. Why, after a few months of parking, did they take muley off the list of the snort wheeze? Did they? I was not aware they did that. I know whitetail were on there. Ignored. Poor Billiam. Did they add a...
Talking about me.
I think.
I said hey to him first.
I know I said hi, so I was assuming. Maybe it's someone else.
Get it together, Billy.
Did they add a pack mechanic for coyotes? They've traveled in packs and as solos from the very beginning. TMR Outdoors, thank you for the super chat. Would you ever hunt wild javelina in Arizona? I would love to. My brother does, you guys probably heard me talk about it some. My brother does skull mounts, so like European mounts, but he's done, I know some javelina, I think he's done a couple of feral hogs, mostly deer, but I've seen how the javelina skulls turn out, and I kind of want one. They're pretty neat. Kyla getting a mellow great one. So she was grinding whitetail this morning while I was making breakfast, and I had this thing in the back of my head like, there's a chance that I'm going to be out here and I'm just going to hear like a little whatever kind of sound, and then there's just going to be a great one standing in front of Kyla, and I'm going to be like, well, you're shooting it.
Nerve-wracking.
What's that?
So that would be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but I couldn't shoot if you did all the work. Same as this one. There's one here. It's all you.
Nope.
No? Not on stream?
It's all you.
If you kill a diamond whitetail this stream, I'll donate $100,000. Of all possible maps to make such a statement on, this is probably not the one. There's a lot of whitetail on this map. Just messed up a good mountain mountain lion. They're not too incredibly rare. You can probably find another one. Wonder how many. Do you know how many mountain Johnny's had?
It should be in the chat still. I don't know how many.
I feel like double digits easily. They should make more multi-mounts? I 100% agree. And more multi-mounts that fit on the smaller platforms. And more platforms would be awesome too. Ooh. That was all you.
No, that's all you.
It's all you.
Not me.
You can shoot it.
No.
Come on. No? You're smoking them before, you could.
Yeah, slowly.
It's a small rack.
I don't care.
No?
Just shoot it.
Okay.
Not me.
Sigh.
Sigh.
Oh. 16 mountain lions and 7 pumas. Johnny's here to answer the question himself.
Told you.
If this makes diamonds, somebody's in trouble. By the way, don't do that. Please, don't do that.
Thick ones.
Alright. Cycle says smoke it.
I know, I see a bunch of people saying.
I'll move back.
No!
He's small, don't worry about it.
What if I mess it up?
What if you do?
I'm so
It's no
bad
big
at
deal.
playing this.
You're not bad, what do you mean? The rock in the way makes it tough to go to 150. If you call it in, get good and close. Are you gonna shoot it? Okay. We'll make it happen. Yes, Danny, you got it. Okay, we'll get a nice spot. We'll make this work. I know, it would be... I would just walk into 150 for you. You know what? We can probably get around it. Might not need to call him in. He'll be still as ever. Everyone's cheering for you. What's that? There's just orange all over your chat right now. The luck. I mean, she really did kill like 20 or 30 whitetail between yesterday and today, so...
It's going so slow.
Oh wow, how nice of him to turn this way.
Wow. He knows. He's like, let me screw it up for her real quick.
Do you want me to move or do you want to shoot him like that?
No, just move for me because I don't want to miss it. Troll. Billy,
Okay.
don't wreck my dreams.
Go up and around a little bit.
Is that your wife?
Only small males resist peer pressure. Okay. You're at like 160, 0 for 150.
Hope
You can
for
move
the
the chair
best.
and everything.
Ew.
You got this.
I got it.
You got it, just like before.
No. Also, hi everyone. I don't even know where I'm going. Oh my god.
You almost had it.
Where is it? Where's that thing right there?
To the right of them. Yeah.
I'm nervous.
You got
I'm
this.
all shaky. I love it.
Not even gonna move.
Okay.
Not even gonna move.
There you go.
Alright, let's go see. Good job.
Thanks.
Respawns and 3.
I did it with your fallow. Okay.
I know, I need to just... I don't know why I bother. We could just have like a channel together, you do the grinding.
Oh god.
And then I'll just talk, I guess, because people like my voice. Because every time she's here, some kind of diamond spawns. Big smoked. I hope he makes it. He looked wide to me, so I think he will.
Maybe it was that.
Kyler the Whitetail Slayer? It wasn't even like... There was no hesitation. The moment the crosshairs met the shoulder, it was just dead. No hesitation. I would have hesitated longer than that, to be honest.
Cycle. So everyone's up to Kyla.
The real player. Yeah, I'm not even here doing nothing. Kyla's just out here spawning diamonds. Hopefully diamonds. Let's see.
Oh boy.
Fingers crossed. Of course.
Yeah.
Quite a bit below. 7 below. Sigh.
You hyped me up for what?
Looked wide and
Failure.
everything. There's probably another.
Hyped me up for failure.
Sad day. Have we got a diamond? Obviously the whitetail didn't make it, but we did kill a diamond javelina earlier. It was just too predictable when he was a small male. I never spotted that other buck, right? Okay. I still thought it looked like the right rack, so we're probably gonna give that a look. Mess up a piebald Rocky Mountain elk. It would have been a gold. Max win estimate ended up being a silver. Yeah, still, if it was only a gold anyway. Looks the same in the lodge. Never shooting on stream again.
Nope,
Not if the next one's a 3.
it's done.
Bigger rack.
It's over.
I see.
Great one or nothing.
I see. How rare is the great one? I got one. I only have 50 hours in the game.
It's not rare enough.
Yeah, they seem to be much less rare since the most recent update. I'm not sure exactly what it is. There's several kind of theories out there, and it very well could be that there's just so many so many more whitetail being shot right now because of Rancho, but I don't think that's entirely the story. I don't even know where that hit. There we go. I think the spawn rate of great ones is either higher or it's been fixed to where all the ones that weren't showing as level 10s before now are. But if they were meant to be that common to begin with, they were never quite what I guess most of the community felt they were. At least you found half the zones, you did. I'm hoping there's another 3, even if you're not saying you're going to shoot it, you should. Miller, great one or nothing?
Yeah.
So,
Not right now, though.
now or never?
Just a not right now.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The reason that I haven't done anything with the grind yet, number one is, there's a couple of things I'd like to focus on more on Rancho at the moment. But I want to wait until they fix the fur type thing so that if we kill a melanistic great one, or a melanistic whitetail in general, it actually is going to stay a mela. Because there's a chance anything we kill on Rancho can change its fur type. And I want to wait until that's fixed. Now when I say anything we kill on Rancho, I do mean species that are on other maps. I don't think pheasants, Rio Grande turkeys, javelina, bobcats, or I'm missing one. Rabbits. I don't think they're gonna change their fur types. How the turkey reacted. They really should probably rework the bird AI. Tell me we want a trophy lodge tour. We're gonna do one soon. If we can kill a diamond jackrabbit especially, we'll have a diamond of everything in the lodge again. And probably I'll do one not long after that. Was that like a whitetail's legs? Yeah, I thought I saw some extra white in there, but should be fine. Is javelina the only species on a rancho that drinks at night? Coyotes do, and technically bobcats have a little bit of that night drink time. I'd be mad if my blue diamond bobcat would change. Yeah, I don't think it will. I believe all the new species are going to change because they shouldn't have anything to change with them. That was a headshot, by the way, by accident. Is the M1 Grand your favorite weapon? Probably. I mean, I like the 303 quite a lot. Just because of all the time spent using the 243 on Red Fox. I am rather partial to it as well, but just for the fact that you can use the M1 so effectively for grinding things like whitetail, it's probably my favorite. Do you recommend getting a trophy lodge? Absolutely. It depends on, I guess, your sort of goals with the game and stuff, but it has easily extended, like, the amount of fun I can have with this game by thousands of hours. Like, just trying to add to the lodge and get, you know, like, the best rares and the best trophies that I can possibly get for the lodge. It just gives me a reason to put so many hours in. Just shot a piebald Rocky Mountain elk. Nice. Do you know which piebald variation? So there's one that's kind of like little white specks, and one that's more like proper white splotches. What did Johnny shoot?
A mustard. I got a green
Ooh, nice. I saw the Piebald Diamond one. Max score actually was posted in Scarecrow's Discord there. Is it worth buying the Night Vision DLC if you do any kind of significant hunting for, like, say, javelina, red fox, like small species that drink at night? I think it's worth it. You don't use it though for red fox, right? Do you think it would help you?
I don't know, since I've used it, so I'm not really sure. I had no problem with the wolves and foxes, so...
Maybe it's more of a luxury than a necessity. Alright, we're kind of end of whitetail drink time here. I think there's one other we didn't spot in there. How rare is an albino moose? I think they're more rare than you would probably think for the amount that get shot. The thing is, they're such a huge animal. So if you see like a giant white creature, it's going to be easier to spot than, say, like a albino fox or something that might just be able to hide in the brush more easily. I've had a number of rare moose. I don't think they're in the same rare category as something like a fox, but still pretty rare. Yeah, I don't think tomorrow. Maybe next Tuesday? That seems plausible.
Johnny's last year was a troll.
Say again?
Johnny's last year was a troll.
Oh.
For his 30,000 harvest.
Oh no. He was chasing the lynx, right? No, I thought he said he was gonna shoot a diamond lynx for number 30,000.
Ah.
I had the same, well, similar thing as you. I was trying to have number 33,333 be a 333 meter shot on a albino level 8 puma, and I couldn't claim it. And then I later shot a charging water buffalo without thinking and claimed it. So, strugs. Have you gotten an albino mountain lion at all? Yeah, I've had a number of them. We killed a couple of level 7s. I don't think I had any big ones. But there was one on stream on Silver Ridge Peaks. It's in one of the monthly montages, possibly March or April. I see that turkey flying. Where'd he go? Gone. Disappeared. 30k is a lot of kills, it is.
Just a few.
What's that?
I said that's just a few. What do you mean?
Especially when, like, 29,950 are mountain lions. Is that between console and PC, Johnny, or is that just on whatever account you're on? I scared 20k plus animals. Do you wanna have a heart attack? I've scared 3.3 million.
Ridiculous.
I play this game sometimes.
Sometimes.
On occasion, it happens. Okay, 11 o'clock. What are we doing? Let's go. I know I have a bunch of rooster pheasants down here. None are big, though. I also don't know where they're going to be. Wait, pheasants? I should really be after rabbits.
That was a goal.
There's rabbits there, too. Let's go. Let's actually go into the La Hacienda area. Run up the road. Pheasants and rabbits, maybe. Just got a diamond whitetail 266. That's probably the big rack, then. Not too bad. Got my first diamond today. It was the Phantasma Wolf. Cool. I like the fur type for them. I wish that I hadn't done the missions for the Quattro Wolves until the new system came out, because now I don't have them in my lodge, but they're still cool. They should make changes in the trophy lodges where you can place more species in small stand and flax. Makes no sense you can place a 200 kg pig on a small stand but not a 40 kg ibex. Yeah, some of that stuff doesn't quite add up. I think they could also do something similar to that. Add, like, the option for European mounts, and then say like a moose head, which really doesn't make much sense on anything but maybe the second largest and largest plaque, suddenly can go on like a medium-sized one and fit just fine with just the skull. I think it's something they should look at. 30k in my main, like a 1k in my second account, and like 500 on PC. I didn't even know you had 3 different accounts. All the kills. Are all the mission wolves diamonds? The Ogre one is not a guarantee. It often is a lower level, but it can spawn as a level 9. I feel like I'm telling you an exploit, but I believe if you spawn and spot it, you can exit the game and start again if you want it to be bigger. I didn't do that, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. I guess we're just killing whitetail now. Well, hello there. Wait. I thought only rooster pheasants made that sound. Interesting. It could have been that a rooster and a hen sounded off at the same time. That'll happen. I have second Xbox account as a backup account. That makes sense. Got an albino water buffalo. Literally just bought the map. That's a pretty good little thank you for buying the map surprise, I guess. The option to have just the skulls or antlers for some animals would be cool. There is like a just antler mount on some of the plaques, but the thing is for literally like every species you can do that, other than like reindeer and red deer. The plaque is so big it just looks off. Because the plaque's made for like a shoulder mount. When you just have antlers there, it doesn't quite fit correctly. Kendall, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I really appreciate that. Have you hunted the 2 tiny lakes at the top of the map? These 2? I'm assuming? I have. Both are amazing. I think we might go up there and look for rabbits, actually. I don't know. It's tough to actually kill the rabbits there. It feels like more of a video thing because you can spend a lot of time trying to kill just one. Is there a rooster pheasant track here? There is. So he's probably up there in the brush somewhere. Poor Brayden. It's a lot of four-wheeler stuff, but when you have like groups of rabbits or, you know, say like a group of 30 red deer, you drive a quad past a couple of them, your spooked numbers go up significantly. That's a hen. Sounds like the rooster's still chilling here, actually. Do you think the lodge should be bigger? I think if they were to combine Spring Creek Manor as a 2-level thing with Seseka Safari's like floor plan, but then make that a 2-level, that would be like ideal. I really hope they do a new lodge before another reserve, because I really like having one lodge for like my best of everything in the entire game. It's getting to a point though where I'm just simply not going to be able to do that. Probably the next reserve, if they haven't done a new lodge first, I'm going to have to start another one. Hello. Can we fly away with you? No. I swear it should be doable. I want to fly on a pheasant so bad. Hi. You're the one I was in here after. Uh-oh. We're good. They should make like a 50% smaller weapon and make the Euro mount display? Wait, that's a different one. Wait, 50% smaller weapon? If any of those hit, be a miracle.
What you were doing?
What's that?
I said I was wondering what you were doing. It just looked like you were shooting at the tree and hoping for the best.
Yeah, I was just hoping maybe one of the pellets would get through the tree and hit him, but I don't think it did. I tried to be optimistic. Don't believe me? I thought there was a chance, okay? I can see the console release being pushed back due to the SRP fast travel bug. I heard about it. I don't think it's just SRP either.
It's Yukon too.
Yeah, I haven't been on any other maps to experience such things. Ooh, that was a rabbit. Rabbit that I can't hit. Get back here. They sit still so much, but then they're still, for like one of the largest models, due to the huge ears, they hide pretty darn well. Small. If we kill a diamond doing something stupid like this, that would be just about the way. I think this is, yeah, this is the lake where we shot the, or we didn't shoot it. It was on the stream. We tracked a max weight one and couldn't find it. I thought we killed that third one. I guess not. Just cleaning out some shooting lanes? Yeah, instead of taking a a little saw, just shoot it away with a shotgun. It's time saving. Hi. I think that's the one. It is. Got him in the end.
Wow.
Is that my wife or my girlfriend? Girlfriend for now.
Wow.
What? Max trophy score for K Buffalo 162.5. Those were both big pheasants, by the way. Not too bad. Haven't had any big ones. I'm really glad I found it too. That level 3 that we killed. I hit that. Still grounded, but that was cool. The level 3 that we killed, second or third day the map was out. It took me forever to find it. I lost it a couple of times, and I was ready to abandon it because I had to record a different video that day. And then I happened to come back and it was just sitting out in the open and we killed it. But I figured, you know, I found a level 3 this quick, it'll be fine. I'm really glad that I didn't give up on that one because I've not seen a big one since. Can you create multi-mounts on console? You certainly can. If you're in the trophy lodge, you open the menu, like hit your start button, and then along the left side there's an option that says Matt's multi-trophy. Open that up and you can see all the different options for multi-mounts and create them through that. Stuff just got real. Is it a surprise though? Nice hip fire, thank you. I thought it was going to be close. At that range with a shotgun it can be a little tough, but it worked. Who's saying hi? A male rabbit. Alright, we gotta visit that. Can level 2 whitetail make diamond? They can. Speaking of that, I gotta go back for a whitetail yet. Where was that at? It was like here, I think. Leave that waypoint to maybe remind me. How can you see the yards and the kilos of the animal from the binoculars? The yards is just it's a different, like, binocular item you can buy in the store. So you have the normal ones that you start with, the Vantage something, and then these ones are, I think, unlocked at level 24 or 27. The Apex View 7x42 binoculars. They just have the range finding capability. As for the weight and stuff, that is a skill. Let me get out of this brush real quick so I can show you. Hold on. Thick brush. Alright. Skills under Ambusher. Up here in Spotting Knowledge. Level 1 gives you health. Level 2 gives you trophy rating and weight. Level 3 gives you how alert it is of nearby threats. So you'll see things like attentive. This one's probably going to say fleeing, for instance. Even though he's just not. Rabbits are a little buggy. They just kind of sit there sometimes. Just a silver. I think I heard another one. Pretty sure. Besides the great one, what's your favorite trophy? I think the piebald diamond whitetail that we shot on the great one grind. It was, I believe, exactly a week before we got the great one, but it was on stream and there was just something a little bit special because of that. Where can I find a diamond moose or elk? Probably Calburn or Willowpeg on Layton would give you the option to maybe find either one. I'd probably focus some time in those areas. How do you get skill points? Just as you level up. Gabriel, thank you for perhaps renewing your membership. My alerts are very confused, but it says 4 months, so I'm assuming that is renewed. But thank you so much, man. My real name is TD33. Yes. You got it. Does your level in the game cause the animals to be better? As far as I can tell, level has nothing to do with your, or let's say with the quality of your spawns. If anything, lower level maps seem to often have higher scoring animals. There was a max weight bighorn track back there. I don't much care about that, but I mean, if that happened to be the one, which it is, that's fine. Not a long shot, although maybe liver? I don't know, the M1's, it's a 160 kg animal, like it's decent size. We'll see. What do you do when whitetail drinking needs own spawn only does? Is there a way to fix it? I think some people have had success shooting the does, some have seen no results by doing that. I would probably try shooting the does. If that doesn't work, just look elsewhere. There has to be bucks on your map. They gotta be somewhere. So if they're not spawning in there, they've spawned elsewhere. Nice, Benjamin. That is one of the biggest moose I've heard of since they've kind of redone their scoring a little bit. I had a 300.6. Don't see many even get to 301. Sorry I was late. Did I miss anything? A troll whitetail and a diamond javelina. We'll probably try to place that in the lodge. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I have a hard time thinking that I would want to replace a diamond warthog with a diamond javelina just because the warthog's tusks look so good, whereas the javelina, like, you just can't see them that well and they're so tiny. But that's one of the only plaques in the lodge that I have that's the super tiny one. I can show you what it looks like. The javelina on anything but that just don't fit. They're too small. Okay, I think rather than forgetting again, we'll go and see if that one whitetail buck was actually that big. Real name is Ted? Definitely. What rifle are we using for the big one and stuff there? The M1. Let's see. Probably gonna make it like 9 AM. Should be good with that. 12-12. Whoa. Is that your third diamond peccary? It is. I believe that makes it the most, or the species on this map that I've had the most diamonds of, and I still have yet to actually really try to hunt them. Good figure. Alright, I don't know how to best view that zone from a distance without spooking them, but we'll figure it out. 4 billion.
He asked for it.
It's true. Out here requesting such things. Getting a hunting license soon? Speaking of that, I gotta get mine. I think doe license applications need to be in by a week from tomorrow or something? Might be a week from today. Either way, gotta get on that. Could I use the 270 for a whitetail grind? You could. You're gonna have significantly more tracking. Now, I will say, this is potentially a useful tip, you don't have to claim the animals to get the respawns. You can just shoot them and let them die, and that's that. To me, that's a little bit boring. I would like to claim everything I shoot just in case, so, you know, do with that information as you will. But, yeah, you could avoid the tracking thing and use the 270 just by not claiming them at all. Don't fall into her ploy. Too late. What?
I said I'm not mean.
Never. What's your biggest buck in real life? It's the 9-point that I shot. There's a video of it here on the YouTube channel. It would be my 2019 IRL hunting playlist. If you want to check that out. Not huge, but I mean, for PA, it's a pretty good buck. Definitely not the caliber of the, actually 9-point again, that I filmed this past year. I hope he's still out there, but that would have been interesting. For the first 10 plus years of my hunting life, the bucks that I shot in order were a 5-point, 6-point, 7-point, 8-point, and then 9-point. Then I had a 9 again, and if things just went a little more, you know, in my favor, I would have had a third 9-point in a row after just increasing by 1 every buck I had. Zero regrets, thank you for the super chat. Today's my birthday, I turned 16, just thought I'd share some money I got. Enjoy and keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much, man. And happy birthday, hope you're having a good one. Appreciate you, dude. Corpse, thank you as well for the super chat. This looks interesting. Since the geese were fixed, any that you don't have that you'd like to get, diamond ball loose stick for me. That would be cool. Nothing too hard? Nah, not when you can just get a great one in, you know, 12 kills. How many do you know what your kill total was? I know you had like 4 days. Anyway, ball leucistic gold and melanistic gold. Probably, I don't know, end of this week, beginning of next week, we're going to start doing some non-Rancho content as well. I'd like to do a fellow guide, some goose hunting, probably still going to be on Rancho a decent amount, in between such things, and then black buck hunting probably too. Oh, thank you. If you want to see that biggest buck that we were talking about, Kyla has it linked in chat. Oh, the peccary. That was weird, they all stopped at the same time like that. So I always had that image in my head, Billy, of like stumbling into that 97 to 110 kg track. Now that said, I wouldn't trade what happened for anything else, because for it to run past the way it did was hilarious. But yeah, there's something about having the track and not seeing it that just has like a lot of appeal to me. Not out for console yet, you say?
No.
I see. Hopefully soon. 400-ish? Okay, I gotcha. But of course, you've been hunting them for years. I'm curious, since Rancho, the average has to be, for anybody that's gotten a great one, the real average is going to be higher, because a bunch of people haven't gotten it, but the average has to be like 400 or 500 kills, if that. There's been so many shot with around that, so I wonder if there's something to it. Don't bring the knives out. Don't make her. Polymer or soft point in the M1? I always run with polymer tip. Ever since they changed the new scoring system with the harvest checks, it doesn't matter how quickly you bring down the animal, you just need to get vital. There's no circumstance in which the soft point is going to help you get vital where the polymer tip wouldn't. But if you're super confident with the soft points, they will bring the animals down more quickly. So if you want to maybe reduce tracking, I should say in some circumstances, it'll bring the animal down more quickly. Not every time, but you can reduce tracking by using the soft points. Just be aware that sometimes you may be sacrificing, you know, like certain angle shots or shots like through the shoulder. You might not be able to reach the lung as easily. Might try Grimm's method. I think most of it is the fact that he shot like 20,000 whitetail. You gotta remember that. But I do want to say there's something to hunting a limited number of zones and then leaving enough bucks in there that it never turns that into a doe zone. I think that's what saves the most time in it. Has Nightbot been doing the timer throughout? Do you know?
Yeah, but people don't read, so...
Okay.
You know.
I knew I had him set, I wasn't sure if he was doing it. Okay. I'm 1,700 kills into the Great One grind. I've seen 2 level 3s, both trolls, and 1 piebald doe. That sounds like pretty rough spawn luck. Hopefully the first time you get something real special is just going to be the Great One out of that. Zero Regrets, thank you so much for the super chat once again, by the way. Your videos have helped me through a lot. Well, I'm glad, man. Glad to be able to help in any small way that I can. There's a max weight rabbit track, and I believe there was a rabbit warning call. What are the odds that we can find this? Tracking these are... it's not good. Unless they leave the stir veg, it's just like needle in a haystack every single track. What time is this zone for? Yeah, they probably were in here. It's just a matter of figuring out what direction they ran. Are these rabbits? No, that's a bobcat. Oh, that might have spooked him a while ago. Yeah, we might come back to that one and look. It's probably not even something we should worry about during the stream. They're just such tiny things. You can reset the time as much as you want. Sometimes you just don't see them, so perhaps that'll be something to look for later. I'll even screenshot it so I know. That zone right there has a max weight rabbit. It's the dark brown fur type, which I do like, so I'd love for that to be a diamond, but you get a ton of max weight estimate rabbits with these antelope jackrabbits. Do you have a girlfriend? Yeah.
No, just a best friend.
Just a best friend?
Sorry.
I see.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. She's even here. It's great.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's great.
Perfect.
It's alright. Oh,
Just alright.
it's just alright.
Goodness. Waiting for Mexico to be released on Xbox to restart the grind. I saw a lot of people are just super excited for that to drop. Probably seeing the number of great ones has increased excitement for such things. Can we get over here to a point where we can... Oh, never mind. That land's in the way anyway. Gonna have to go around and hopefully not spook him this time. At least I know where the zone is, so we can go slow. It's so annoying. Flinter gets 3 diamond pigs in a week, where I've been playing for a year and get 9. I don't have that many. I actually had some decent feral pig luck recently, but I don't have that many diamond wild boar or feral pig, which is interesting, because I've actually spent time hunting those. I've just had really dumb luck with the peccaries. Like, I haven't actually tried to kill them. I just keep stumbling into them. Friend zoned live on YouTube.
We were best friends first.
Of course.
That's how it usually stays.
Definitely helps. I'm level 60 but can't find diamonds. What map should I hunt on? If you really want diamonds, probably Quattro Colinas. Hunt Ibex, basically the lakes near the mountains between 8 and 11. You're probably going to find a number of Ibex. Somebody killed, they were posting it in Discord, kind of, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to make this sound bad, but I guess they had the illusion their luck was just insane, because they killed 11 diamond Ibex in multiplayer at those lakes, but they're just so common. I just got 2 rabbits with 1 shot. One was a level 3 6.2. I guess it depends which species. If it was a jackrabbit or a, well, a whitetail jackrabbit or a antelope jackrabbit, it's going to be a troll at 6.2. I've almost never seen a troll rabbit. Business associates, yes. All business. It was a business trip.
That's what I just put.
Where? Oh, after.
There. No, I literally had it typed in it, just delayed.
I see.
Okay. Just because we think the same doesn't mean.
Yeah, but I hadn't.
First.
I guess after to where. After what I read was like the last message. I don't know why I'm bothering going this way. I can't see that way.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Hunter man. Oh dear. Have you tried a soft point only hunt? I'm sure I've done it in the past. That might actually be a fun thing to do again. We've done a lot of like weapon restriction hunts. Hello. Ah. Could have shot all those at once. That might even be the ones. We're not that far off from where we were. Yeah, I'll get my incendiary ones.
Oh.
He's doing great. He's fine. Don't worry about him. Towards the gold even. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying again. Well, we'll just sneak over here and find this whitetail and hope for the best. Basides level 5 is probably the most common diamond. That or even southeastern ibex make diamond at level 4 all the time. So that could be. What gun should I use for the Linux? The Lynx? I couldn't even say it correctly after I read it that way. 243 is probably the way to go. The Mosin's a little bit buggy, I wouldn't trust it. More Linux questions. I'm about what time should you hunt them? 19 to 2300 is their drink time. If you go to lakes around then, you'll probably, if you've not done it, be amazed by just how many links you see. Specifically, I would say east and southeast on the map. This might be, because we only have 10 minutes left, Why does that look... He's not piebald, but his face looks super white, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Weird. Anyway. Oh dear. A little high on that one. It might be one of these times where we kind of let them go and don't claim them. Because I want to get over to this zone. I want to find out if that is in fact a level 3. Jesse, thank you for the super chat. Got a level 4 albino access deer. Nice. A lot of the 4 racks with the access deer. Nice. That would be a good one. Okay, I know what you're talking about, but what are you agreeing to? Oh, we should go fishing.
Yes.
I was saying we could. I don't know when, though, for this trip.
Tomorrow's the only time, I guess.
What's that?
I said tomorrow's the only time before my flight.
Pretty much. I don't know if we want to be out there somewhere when you have a phone interview. Be awkward. No service. Sorry, I'm fishing.
I guess you'll have to hire me.
Yeah. Will you stay here if I do?
I can try.
Bet. Are piebald whitetail and blacktail super rare? They're... Whitetail and blacktail both, rares are pretty hard to come by. I wouldn't say super rare. They're not like rare Cape Buffalo level, but they're up there. When the Mosin was released, it was the beast. It was the M1 of its time. Best gun in the game at the time. When's the stream ending? Like 9 minutes. I'm hoping we can spot this whitetail. I'd love if it was a 3. Oh no, wait. There's like a little weird island thing. I think they drink up there more. How am I gonna see it? I should have gone from the other side. Awk. Because they usually run this way. It's one of them. Ah, he's a big 2. Not even what I thought, unless there's another 85 to 100 in there. They are sort of piled in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one, though. I can imagine how I thought that was a different rack. That was a little annoying. The one buck slid forward. These legs have some funky bangs. They're a little bit weird. Oh, nice, Brandon. Kyla's biggest buck in real life? To be determined.
0.
No bucks yet. We'll make something happen. Although, depending on what's going on this fall, I might not have any idea what's going on where we hunt, so we'll have to...
Too busy for me.
What?
So you're gonna be too busy for me. Traveling.
I'm talking about coming to Georgia to hunt. Oh, yeah. Fuck. I'm just saying, it'll be a little bit... I'll be in unfamiliar territory, but it seems there's quite a lot of deer down there, so if we can find a place, should be good. Is a cinnamon bear rare? Uncommon. There's javelina tracks everywhere. Just no matter where we go. Tripping on them. Anyway, at least we got this buck. Sad to say he's not even that big, but happens, I guess. Small. Now, what are we gonna do for like 5 minutes? We could go, let's go here. See if we can get a rabbit or a pheasant or something, then we're gonna go back to the lodge with that javelina. I still don't know what to do with it, but we'll come up with something. Can you get the great one on Rancho Del Arroyo or only on Layton? You can definitely get it on both. There's probably been 20 plus great one shot on Rancho, just since it came out. Quite the number of them. What do we have for rabbit zones? Not a lot. So we'll probably just run and hope. Which in an area like this can actually be pretty effective. 5-minute clutch. We just about had a first 5-minute clutch. I don't know how quick that javelina was, but it was first 20 probably. What time was... if we haven't shot too many animals, we can look. Well, we have shot too many animals. It was definitely before 4:14. We shot a ton of stuff today. Well, that's good news for future respawns. I wasn't aware we had done that well. There's some pheasants out there. The tiniest one that we saw, but... guess it works. There might be more. Depending on where they're hiding, I guess. Best map for red deer, I would probably say Cuatro Colinas. Now, I prefer to hunt red deer on parquet because, like, axis deer, black buck, mule deer, they interest me more than, like, mouflon and roe deer. But if you just strictly want the red deer, I'd probably go to Cuatro. The best way to hunt geese, I have a goose guide on my channel if you want to check that out, actually. It can be probably a little bit confusing to set up. The one thing that I'm not sure that I talked about, so I want to say that here. 20 geese decoys is the max, like, attractiveness you need. So, if you set up 20 decoys in one area, you'll be good to pretty much get every single flock to break and give you a chance of shooting them. Gobbler out there, too. I think that rooster was, like, right here somewhere. Meantime, I want to look down this way. A lot of times, there's like rabbits and stuff down further along that road. I don't see a rooster. There's this track, though. That's a gobbler. I mean, sure. It's tough with them, because a lot of times, the hens have like a bit more of a reddish colored head than the Merriam turkey hens. So, when they're flying especially, it can be a little confusing to know exactly what you're looking at until you spot them. I was so sure I just heard a wing flap. That's a rooster. That's our small male, in fact. Go away. Fly. Do it. There you go. When the gun works, it's easy to get them. The Northeast Lake, yeah, on Quattro, that huge lake up there, definitely your best option for red deer. I'd say on the east side as well, the bottom lake is pretty good. And there's one on the far west side, like west middle of the map, right against the border. Definitely worth checking out. Alright, let's see where that rooster went down at. Hopefully Rocky can find. There's some blood. Gun strugs indeed. I like that gun a lot, but it's a little frustrating when sometimes you don't get to shoot because the gun for some reason doesn't chamber another round. How many hours do you have in Call of the Wild? 4,397 is the current total. Small. Okay, one more spot if we can be quick about it. I don't know where that one spot might be. Probably here. If there's any rabbits or anything, we might get to see them around this lake. I'm good, Leland. I found my first diamond a few days ago. It was a red deer. Nice, dude. I think a red deer's a cool first. Do you like the Pump 12? I'm not a huge fan of that one, actually. I definitely prefer the speed of the 16 gauge or the power of the 10 gauge more. This really comes down to luck as to where rabbits, turkeys, mule deer, or coyotes may have a zone. So pretty much all we have up here. Shall we raid Scare Cozy live? We can do that. Just gonna have to hop over to the lodge quick and then we'll be all done, so why not? Stuck says nah.
Nah.
Nope. Alright, where's something? We shot a ton of things today, so I wouldn't be at all upset to end with that last pheasant, but just since we had the time, I figured it was worth going to a place that we might see a rabbit or two. Later, Killian. I cannot find any diamonds, and I've watched all your guides. It could just simply be a matter of, you know, not much luck with spawns. Maybe give multiplayer a shot. Run around using similar tactics in multiplayer. I've had quite a lot of diamonds that way. Looks like nothing right up here by the lake. If it was mule deer drink time, we'd have a bunch. But unfortunately, because it is not, they are all resting probably down the mountain a little bit. Alright, in that case, we'll hop over to the lodge quick, and I don't know exactly what we're going to do with that javelina, but hopefully something. Later, Tux. I'm buying Quattro now. Just want to thank you for all your good tips. No worries, man. Hopefully that helps you. Hybrid animals is great ones. We had a similar conversation earlier. I kind of like the idea. It would be interesting to see how they'd implement such a thing, but seems like maybe, you know, a cool little change of pace for everything else we have. Okay, so the thing with javelina is on every wall plaque, except for the super tiny ones, they just don't look right. Like, they don't fit. The other thing we could do, like we have this diamond bobcat from Friday's stream, we could take down, like we have a diamond war dog here? Actually, yeah. Take that down. We'll put new diamond javelina here. So one where he's like baring his teeth. I think that's more feeding than Oh dear. Not what I wanted. That's a little too much. Overly aggressive. Okay. We'll go with that because you get to see the teeth a little bit. Turn him like this. And then, what we're going to do is take down this old small diamond warthog. Goodness, how am I going to find... We killed that a long time ago. Okay. Not that one. This one. And now we just have 3 big tusk warthogs. They're all different, like, fur types as well. Like, these are both commons. Well, no, they're not. One common, one gray, even better. And then the red-brown. I thought that was just a different variation of a common, but still applies. Both commons. Is there one with his head down more? Guess like that. But anyway, nice to add to the lodge. I do think eventually both this and this out here are going to be either turkey multi-mounts or other multi-mounts that fit on these size platforms, but at least for now it's nice to display the new stuff, like the peccary and the bobcats. But that is pretty much going to wrap up the stream, so we're going to do a little mini-raid over to Scarecrow. What's he doing today, by the way? You didn't get to see? I was curious if he was maybe doing like another Great One grind already.
Yeah, second Great One grind.
Literally just got a Great One and the man's going for another one. Absolute mad lad. So, hey John. Got here late. What'd you miss? This diamond peccary right here, but we are actually wrapping up. So, if you want to go and check out Scarecrow's stream, the link is there in the chat. Feel free to drop by. We'll be over there for a little while, saying hi and maybe witnessing a second Great One. They're happening quick, so you never know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support, and we'll see you in hopefully Scarecrow's chat and in tomorrow's video. Bye!